For my project, I was comparing the income per person versus life expectancy rate. I researched the correlation between the income per person and the life expectancy with 50 other countries, and I wanted to see the effects of whether the income was higher or lower within a country to see if it would increase or decrease the lifespan of that country. And all this data has been collected through gapminder.com. And as you can see right here, this is my graph, and we'll continue on with that in a little bit, and I'll explain that a little bit more. Right here is just my list of data points, all the different countries. Right here you can see it's labeled income per person, life expectancy rate, and also the residuals I have put on there because we will be using those a little bit later on in the project. I am predicting that life expectancy depends on the income per person, and the income per person is the explanatory variable, which is the X variable right here. And life expectancy is the Y variable, which is also the response variable. I began my data points at 45 and at 400, with tick marks ranging from $5,000 on the x-axis and going up by 5 years on the y-axis. This graph in particular shows a positive, strong correlation with very few outliers. This proves the hypothesis that an increase in income per person will increase the life expectancy of people. This right here is my equation of the line. Y hat equals 64.38 plus 5.08x. The R value is 66%, and these right here are my outliers. When I found them on the graph, you can definitely see where it could possibly pull the R value down. And moving on to this page, you can see this is my graph without the outliers. This did slightly change my equation as well as my R value, but it wasn't very much, so the outliers really didn't have that much of an effect on the graph itself or on the data or result. The meaning of R squared is that 66% of the increase of life expectancy or age can be accounted for by the increase in a country's income. And so I found my y-intercept here, and according to the study, that when a person gains $558 to their income, they will potentially live an extra year of life. This could be because of various reasons. They might have more accessibility to hospitals or medicine. If they were to get sick, they may have better water or transportation devices. So it just all around improves their quality of life. This is one of my predictions, and I chose that if one were to have $403 as their income, then what would their predicted Y value be, or their age? And I came out with this number here, which doesn't quite make sense because someone can't be that age. And so I took the predicted minus the actual value of Y, which was 49.64, and subtracted it and got a negative, which this wouldn't make sense because it would be a negative correlation, as well as a person could not possibly be a negative 2,000 years old. That just would not make sense. Therefore, it is not reasonable to interpret the y-intercept in this situation because it does not correctly portray the LSRL very well. And in this predicted value, I chose if someone were 80 years of age, then what would their predicted income be? And this is what I came up with my predicted value, would be $79.34. And so I subtracted the original minus the predicted, which ended up getting me this number right here. Which, no, the prediction does not make sense. However, the outcome could possibly be true. So in this case, it would be reasonable to interpret the LSRL in this situation. And lastly, my residual plot. As you can see, there's absolutely no correlation between these points here, and there's no sort of pattern. Therefore, you can conclude that this is in fact a linear graph and that it does suit the points well. Thank you so much for watching.